What you're going to see today is a very special edition of our Pickleball on the old Pickleball channel. Why is it special? It's very different. I'm going to show an actual kind of an advertisement for PB Vision. I want to share this with a lot of my friends because it is tremendously valuable. It's tremendously powerful what it can do. What is PB Vision? Well, I'm showing you actually a live website, just literally a website that I uploaded some videos to yesterday. I worked with the fine people at PB Vision about a year and a half ago. And man, have they improved this tool tremendously. For Christmas, I treated myself to a package of videos, and I uploaded some yesterday, and here's what I got. And most importantly, not only is it a great tool to show you the actual play, but it gives you analysis on the things that you probably should be working on to get better. So I really look forward to using this. I just clicked on one of the games that I uploaded. All you do when you upload it is you put a video up there, and it's gonna first thing it's gonna do when you after it's done looking at it, it's gonna say who was wearing the white shirt and looking like that. Who was this guy? Who was that guy? You literally type their names in. You say that's me, that's Chris, that's Ken, that's Andreas, and then it says it knows exactly what that person was doing every shot, every time they moved in the court, every time they did something, whether it was good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. It does analysis to say what that person did. It's going to do us stuff like even just basically tells the score. So we didn't do anything as far as entering the score. It just knew the score because it did. It looked at the game and picked it out. One of the coolest things that I first did was when you actually watch it, it cuts out all the stuff in between. So it only shows play. When you hit play, it's going to start when somebody serves, and after the point is lost, it's going to stop and then go immediately to the next play. So it saves on a little bonus extra time that you were walking around or doing whatever, or took a timeout, or who knows what mayhem might have been happening on the court that day. Let's get into the analysis, and I'm going to try to do a little bit of, hey, here's the things that I could learn from it. First, this is the page that immediately came up. It has already done this kind of cheater little highlights for us. So if I click on long rally, it's going to show us what the longest rally, or one of the long rallies of that match. There's a poach, there's a firefight. If I had an ATP, it might highlight there, it might do something else. So let's see this long rally. I'm going to make it big screen as well. So that's Chris serving to Andreas. Chris hitting a drive, Andre handling it. I move Andre pretty nicely. Chris, Andre. Ooh, they're battling back and forth on this rally. Nice shot. Chris moves wide. Ooh, I tried to accelerate. I could have had a winner, but it caught the net. Chris keeps Andre back. Ken, what are you doing over there? Give Ken the ball. I did give Ken the ball. What a great defensive play by Ken. Look at me keep Ken back. Oh, that's where I failed. So I tried to go wide there as Andre was moving up. I had him, I think, but I missed just a centimeter wide. So that was a long rally that this thing automatically captured, so I can kind of see a highlight. ATPs are fun to watch. I can just click on that. I have to search through and think, when did that happen? Try to find it on my video. It's going to automatically have it. So that's kind of fun, at least. I'm going to go to this second little menu here. I think I've got 4 or 5 to go through for you. This is how to show a filter. So I can literally go in here and change my filters. I can change it from all 4 of us, or just 2 of us, or just me. Let's face it, I'm awfully attractive, so why wouldn't I just have me? That's what you want. God bless. There we are. I don't want Andre. Sorry, I'm clicking around a little extra. Now I can choose any type of shot, and it will actually narrow down those shots for me. So if I'm having trouble with third shot drops, I could look at my drops here, and it's going to just do that. So right now I'm filtering that. I'm going to apply those filters, and I'm going to take speed ups out. And these are all of my drops. So I just go, and it's going to show me my first drop. Might be the last play here. Here's my first drop that's going to show. So he hits it to me. I hit a drop crappily. Bad. I hit a drop decently. Ken hits it out. Next drop. So anyway, that's the way the filter works. So again, if I'm hitting bad drives, if I think I'm doing something wrong, well, I can immediately look at this. I can see, is my footwork right? Am I hitting the ball correctly? Am I putting topspin on it? Am I in a good position? Am I doing whatever the heck it is? Is my form wrong? So what great tool to be able to narrow it down and say, oh, my third shot drops are bad. Here's actually what I'm doing, and hopefully see things I can improve upon. Game stats, real cool here. It's just going to show what percentage of shots that it considers excellent, or not percentage, but shots overall that were considered excellent versus catastrophic or poor is the term we use. So I had 32 excellent shots and 4 bad shots. And I'm sure the poor shots are just loss of point stuff, like unforced errors. You can see Chris had more, significantly more excellent shots. He had a few more poor shots. So it's a little feast or famine. He hits the ball pretty aggressively, especially from the baseline, as done Ken Cheeseman. So you can see he was a little feast or famine. He had probably the most overall excellent shots, but he also had some poor shots mixed in there. So you just see maybe to say, hey, I'm a little bit too aggressive, maybe a little less aggressive. For me, I always want that number to be really, really low. I have to work on that. I have to work on that. For me to get to the next level, unforced errors are what I need to eliminate. Leaderboards. All right, so explanation here, directionally correct. I can tell you, I looked at several games. Some of the games I played badly, I was listed as a 3-something. The games I played really well, I was 4, 6, 4, something like that. So it does a good analysis of to say, hey, how good was your play? If you don't want that 4-4 is, that's like a duper score. So, when you're in a tournament, the tournaments turn around 3, 3, 5, 4, 4, 5, and then you get the really good people that are 5 or above. We're generally about 4 or 5 players, so its own video. I didn't enter this data. It looked at this game and said, Brian Ridge, you played that game about like a 4-4. Ken, you played a 4-3-9. Andre, 4-3-5. And Chris, 4-3-1. So pretty balanced. Again, other games were not the same. It varied greatly based on how we played. We all know that getting to the kitchen is vital. You can see that we did a really good job of getting to the kitchen. I think that's highlighted in another table as well. So I'll go to that. Here's exactly where it is. So the people that get to the net generally are going to win. You can see that we did a much better job when we were serving. We got to the net. We were able to get to the kitchen, I should say, 8 out of 10 times. Andre and Ken just over half the time. So that's a big advantage. 30% more of the time we had a significant advantage than they did, where we were at the kitchen at the time. Comparison-wise, they were not at the kitchen. So that's one of the key reasons we probably won the game. When you're returning, you should almost always get to the net. If someone hits a really good long hard drive that hits the line and you're kind of forced back, maybe that's the case, you don't get to the net. You can see this game, we were at the kitchen line 100% of the time. They missed a time or two, so we kept them back just once or twice, looks like. Shot distribution is kind of cool, and another thing I think you can use. Here it is, it shows Chris and I were almost perfectly even. So I hit the ball 51% of the time, he hit it 49, so almost dead even. For them, we hit the ball to Andreas more than we hit it to Ken, so 56-44. We didn't really target him, but a little bit more balls went to Andre. This is, I think, also cool. I think it's more telling for them. But Chris is a lefty, I'm a righty. So we stack on serve. So when we're serving, 100% of the time, he's going to be on the left side. When we're returning, we move, we don't move. Sometimes we stay, sometimes we fake. So I'm going to be on the left side on a rare occasion. On a very frequent occasion, because he's a lefty, he's going to be on that right side as we're facing the net. I'm almost always going to be on the left, he's almost always going to be on the right. What is more interesting for me is that their game, they got stuck a little bit. So if I would look at this, just the way they were playing this game, Ken turned out to be on the left side more than Andre was on the right side. That would indicate that they maybe were a little weaker partner-wise, that mix. If you're stuck on one side, you're not able to get points. If you get points, you move, right? So if you're stuck on one side, it means you're not able to get that point on your serve. If that's maybe more, 90-10, then it's telling you, wow, we really need to stack. So I think that would be telling for a lot of people. And then also, super cool is speed-ups. We did not speed up much that game, and we won the game. So we were probably pretty good defense against that speed-up. Perhaps it would have been a different game if they were a little bit more patient. So Chris had the fewest speed-ups from the kitchen. I had the next fewest, and they both had 36%. So together they had more than, I guess, right at 3/4 of the speed-ups, where we had only 1/4 of the speed-ups. Interesting, again, a thing to consider. Maybe I'm speeding up too much. Maybe I'm not enough. Data is always key to doing stuff. The last thing I'm going to show is this, which I'm going to just do the highlights. When you get your PV Vision, or you spend more time with it, or if you have any questions, shoot them to me. I'd be happy to help you out. This gives you all kinds of further data. It shows me what my average speed of serve was, what my top speed was. By the way, that was I actually gave them input. Other people probably did as well. The first versions, they only showed your average. Well, I hit lob serves sometime. I really don't care about my average. I should, if somebody hits hard serves all the time, maybe it's more around 40. But because I hit lob serve sometimes, I really do care about my top serve speed more than my average serve. So that 40, whatever, it puts me in the 73rd percentile. And then my drive speed, just over half the speed there. I bet if we look at Chris's, he's going to be significantly higher drive percentage on speed because he hits the ball 100 miles an hour. So anyway, some basic data right there. This is an actual graph that shows me the shots that I made. So these are my third shots So obviously I'm returning. Those are the shots. I had two really good drops that it says. I had some okay drops, and then I had one in the net that was bad. I can change this to serves. There it is. I have some good deep serves. I have some mediocre shallow serves, and I had a serve out. I can do my fourth shots. I can do my fifth shots. Let's see what the fifth shots look like. I hit one ball out. That ain't good. Other shots, I'm hitting right around the kitchen. And a fifth shot, I think that's a really good place to target, right? I'm not just trying to get it just over the net. I'm trying to hit it to their feet. I'm trying to hit it to where I can get an advantage. Here, it's not just my skill rating overall, but it's actually telling me what parts of the game I did better or worse, kind of then again a duper serve. So my serve was strong. My returns a little bit lower. I should have been probably deeper returns. My defense, which I think should be a strength of mine, and in this game it wasn't particularly, or different things. So 6 different categories for how I did. One game, maybe it's going to show that I had really good on returns and not very good on serves. Well, again, I've something to take away to say that's why we lost. I need to work on my serves. I need to do it better than that. This is my court coverage, so that's actually a heat map of where I spent the most time on the court. Again, we stack, so I'm going to be on that left side much more than I'm going to be the right side. So it's going to be hot on that left side and cooler on the right side, just like my pillow. Returns, how many got in, how many serves I had in and out, my return depth. I mean, what's more important than that? It's very important to get my return and serve depth back. You can see I 30% deep. I don't know what it should be. As I look at this more, hopefully I'll get that number to go up. So there it is. That's PB Vision. I was truly impressed with what the tool is. They're not paying me a cent to do this. I just wanted to share with other people to say, hey, here's a tool that you might be able to take that does real analysis and data providing analysis for you, particular to how you played that day, that you might be able to use to contribute to your further expanse and skill set in the pickleball world. I will stop my rambling, and I hope that you all had a great New Year's, and I look forward to seeing you on the courts.